from inside Memorial Stadium. This is the Huskers Radio Network podcast. All Huskers, all the time. Here's your host, Jessica Coody.
Welcome back into our Huskers Radio Network podcast. I'm Jessica Coody, and we continue our conversations with Nebraska women's basketball. This month, we're sitting down with Annika Stewart. Anni, thanks for joining us here in studio.
Thanks for having me.
Well, how's it going? You guys have been, a couple weeks now of practice, had opening night. How's it been going?
Yeah, it's been great. We've been really getting after it. I think we had a great summer, and we're all really excited to get back on the floor.
Yeah, and I talked to Jazz about this when she was on, but how did you feel coming off the getting to the postseason and getting a taste of that, and then coming apart and being part of a team that has so many people that was a part of that, and then going into summer and now preseason? How did that fuel this team?
It fueled it a lot. I think last season we got just a little bit of a taste, and I think we're just hungrier than ever this season. Last season, it's in the back of our mind, but it's a whole new season.
And then just you personally, how have you felt going into this year? I mean, we've seen, your role continue to grow, but what's been your goal personally as you go into this season?
Yeah, I think just becoming more of an upperclassman. I want to be more of a leadership role. I just want to do what I can for my teammates, try to teach the young ones what I can, and just keep everyone together, keep them close.
Well, one thing about you, the Husker fans know, when it goes up, a lot of times it's going in. You are a threat from the outside. How did that part of your game, how did that become such a big part of your game?
I don't
Especially
know.
as a tall person.
I know. I think I just like being different. I guess not a lot of tall people are outside, but I guess I just shot it and it went in, so I was like, oh, this is kind of fun.
But was that from a young age?
I don't know. I've always
shot the ball.
loved to shoot it.
And was that, again, that shooting isn't something that is just, I've said this, I don't think people are born a shooter. I think that's something that you have to work at. And so was that something that, you made a goal and you spent a lot of time at?
Yeah, I just think every time I'm in the gym, I just love putting up extra shots. So I just think it continued to grow.
How big of a weapon is that? Not just you, but, you look at, Alexis Markowski and Izzy Bourne, you guys have some tall players that can step out and shoot. And how much of a matchup problem does that create for teams?
Yeah, all of our bigs are really good shooters, so it's really nice. It's a big threat. When you're on the perimeter and they're backing off you, it's hard to even pass the ball, into the post. So if you're a threat from outside, they have to come and guard you, and it just makes our offense flow a lot easier.
Okay, so take me back to your recruiting process. You had a sister that played at Iowa, so how did you end up at Nebraska?
Yeah, seeing my sister go through Iowa was a big help. I just saw, what things to look for, and as soon as I came to Nebraska, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot be anywhere else. Mainly the coaching staff, I was just these coaches are such genuine people, and, I don't see myself playing for anybody else.
You come from a big basketball family, right?
I do.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, just a little bit of basketball. Both my parents are coaches. They both played. It's been all around. My siblings played. Yeah, there hasn't been a day without basketball.
And your dad played where? He played in college, right?
Yeah, both my parents played at University of North Dakota.
Okay.
Yes.
And so what was that like growing up with parents both that played and then them coaching you too?
Yeah, it was interesting. There was definitely a few tears in the house after a game, but I think it's just amazing, just their wisdom, to be able to learn from them. And then even my sister, watching her play, is just, couldn't imagine it another way.
Were you guys pretty competitive?
Yeah, a lot of competition. My siblings, they're older than me, so they never really let me win. But now I think I got it.
now you challenge them.
Yeah.
What were some of the things that your parents both instilled in you growing up? Because again, growing up in a basketball family is just so different, and having your parents coach you and understand the game. So what were some of the things that they instilled in you at a young age that helped you become the college player that you became?
Yeah, really work ethic, always work hard. Having grit, and I think just besides that, always have fun with the game. Life is more than just basketball, and basketball is more than just a game, so just don't lose the peace.
Was there any other sports? Were any other sports an option for you guys?
Yeah, well, we grew up in a small town, North Dakota, so everybody was playing every sport. And yeah, I played volleyball and softball.
So, but basketball was always the love?
Yeah, I think, yeah, was.
And then I saw too, you guys have made a few posts with your family. Your brother's in the Naval Academy?
Yes, he just graduated last summer.
So what's he doing now?
He actually got medical leave, so he does not have to serve, and he's home working.
What was that like though, seeing brother go through the Naval Academy? I know I've been told it's no joke. It's really hard, but to see someone go through that, how proud were you of that?
Yeah, my brother is such a big inspiration to me. Seeing him go through that, like, the Naval Academy is no joke. Like, I could not imagine. They're up at 4 a.m. and they're making their beds. It's crazy what they go through. And I just think, hearing his stories, I'm like, I don't know, what we got here is nothing compared to that.
Yeah, you said he's a big inspiration. What are some of the things that how he inspires you?
Yeah, he's always having a good time. Like, he's going through hard things every day, but I just think, like, always finding joy in the little things. And he's just, like, taught me to always just have fun with it.
Yeah, I think that's something that I've noticed about you. You always seem to have a smile on your face. So how much do you enjoy kind of just being here at Nebraska and being part of this team and what you can bring to this team?
Yeah, I love it. Like, it is seriously, the feeling is undescribable. These girls, like, we are so close, and, like, it's hard not to have a good time with each other. We're always playing for each other, and we're always making jokes. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. You guys have had a couple of viral videos that have been like so goofy, but that's really how you guys are all the time, even when the camera's not on you, right?
Yes, all the time. Like, I'm not one to be on TikTok, but I don't know. There's always something going on in the locker room. It's so fun.
Who is the biggest, I guess, TikTok star that would have most likely go viral on TikTok?
Ooh, Allison's had a few viral ones, but I don't know. She's funny. Like, she can dance. You saw her maybe on the Waka Flocka stage. Like, she can dance, so a lot of them.
And then, just this team and that chemistry, how important has that been to what you guys have done? Because it couldn't be competitive. You guys have a lot of talent, a lot of players that are competing, but how do you balance the competing and also that chemistry and being a close-knit team?
Yeah, I don't think we'd be where we are without our chemistry. I think that's really one of our main attributes, and just like the way we love on each other, like we love each other and we're competing for each other, and that makes us better each day.
Why do you think that is with this team? Because, a lot of teams might not have that kind of chemistry and closeness, but it really is genuine. So what do you think has gone into that, and this team in particular, and these players on this team, and last year's team, but how close you guys have been able to become?
Yeah, I think it stems from our coaches, just the trust they have in each other and the trust they have in us, and then it stems on to our leadership roles. And I just think, like, off the court, we are spending, like, so much time together, and I just think just like making those genuine connections with each other leads to on the court.
Well, one of the recent news that came out is Sam Hybee, season-ending injury, and so how devastating was that for this team, for Sam to go down? Because I know that she's a leader and has meant a lot to this program.
Yeah, it was really hard. It was a really hard, tough pill to swallow. Sam is she's just an amazing person. Like, to see her, I don't know, just watching her grow up and just seeing her through the years. But the main thing is she's still, like, the same leader. Like, she's still going to make such an impact for this team. And just because she's not on the court necessarily, she's still just as big of a role.
Wouldn't expect anything less from Sam Hybee,
No.
right? So who do you expect to maybe step into some of the roles that, I know nobody can be Sam Hybee, and you don't want anybody to be Sam Hybee because there's only one Sam Hybee, but who can help contribute and fill some of the roles that she did play for this team?
Yeah, I think it takes all of us. Like, we're all going to be leaders in a different way. And, yeah, I wouldn't put it on one person. I think it's all of us.
Who have you seen maybe the slasher, the getting to the rim type role that Sam had? Who can maybe alleviate some of that?
Yeah, Jazz and Allison for sure are great at attacking the rim, and they're always head down to the rim.
Okay, so what does this team need to do to accomplish kind of over here over the next couple of weeks before you take the floor for the first exhibition game and then the first game? You guys have a pretty tough non-conference schedule this year, and then leading into the always really tough Big Ten. So what needs to happen over these next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I just think we got to continue doing what we're doing, working hard every day, just not taking plays off. We got to keep attacking.
And then talk to Jazz about this. We're going to keep talking about it. Just the support that you guys have inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. How important is that? What does that mean to you guys as a team?
Yeah, it's so fun seeing you guys there. Just the feeling of when the fans are rowdy and they're behind us, and I think that really helps.
All right, so I guess a last thing, just again, to give your push for fans to get their season tickets and how important that is.
Yes, fans, we want to see you there. I think just get your tickets and we'll support you.
Awesome. Annie Stewart, appreciate your time.
Thank you.